Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We are back again here today at the only place that we always can be, and you already know that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, guys, we are back again with another episode of New Figure Pickups, and it is episode number 76. We went crazy in episode 75. I really want to hit that 100th episode right around the new year, and that's my goal, so hopefully we will definitely, and most likely, achieve that. But with wanting to hit that 100th episode, I also wanted to have a really good 75th episode. We had a crazy amount of stuff in that one. This one here today, still a good amount of stuff. Kind of our typical normal deal in these episodes. I always try to have at least, maybe 6 to 8, sometimes even 10. Around that number for items, it keeps the episodes right around the time frame that I like them to be. So hopefully today, these 6, 7, 8 items, whatever it is here, hopefully they will keep you guys entertained and ready for a 76th episode. As like I said, we are just making our way to that 100th new figure pickups episode. Today we start off with something a little different, something that's not normally in these videos, something that is now the beginning of a collection once again. We have none other than the man himself. It is Cody Rhodes, the AEW wrestling buddy. And I might even have to just pull us back just a little bit here. Let's see. There we go. Getting a little bit more in the frame for Cody Rhodes. We got Cody Rhodes here, and this wrestling buddy from AEW, it does talk. It does make sounds. It makes noises. It's pretty cool. They are decent sized, nowhere near the size of what I believe was the Tonka wrestling buddies back in the day, WWF, and those were, the real deal, like pillows. You could basically use them as a pillow. You could sleep on them, and it was, quite a different experience, back then. These are definitely smaller, great for kids, I'm sure. I wanted to add this to the collection. It's something different. It's something new, and let's see if we can give it a little shake here, and you get a little something out of Cody Rhodes.
You want to go toe-to-toe with the American Nightmare?
That's right. Cody wants you to go toe-to-toe with him. He is the American Nightmare. He is out of that, like I said, that Wrestling Buddies line, AEW. Very cool. So a new pickup here and a good way to start off this episode. Something a little different. And we're going to kind of stay with that as the next one here is also something that we don't normally do. We don't normally buy basics. I'm very much in the elites, the ultimates. Occasionally, we do get a basic. Usually, it's female talent because sometimes we don't get the elites of certain women. But either way, we have a new incarnation, a new outfit, a new attire here of none other than the legendary luchador Rey Mysterio. And the reason why I wanted to grab this is because this is from Rey's WrestleMania appearance in Philadelphia this past year. And I am so excited to add this to the collection. LWO on the armbands, the green and 619 on the front of the trunks there. Very Philadelphia style in that like bell almost font, if you will. Very cool figure. Not sure if we'll see an elite of it. If we do, it would have to be probably in a WrestleMania series. It would only make the most sense for that to be the case. So who knows, maybe next year or the following down the road we will see it. But if not, at least we have it here, and at least we do have the attire, as I do love collecting Rey Mysterios. Going all the way back to the Jax days, God, I had so many Rey Mysterio attires. It was insane. So trying to get back to that once again in this, in this new era, this modern era. So Rey Mysterio here, like I said, LWO, WrestleMania, Philadelphia attire, looking great coming out of the main event series. I still call them basics. It is what it is, but a basic main event Rey Mysterio, and a cool one to add to the collection. Up next, we're going to show the only Legends figure that we've got here in the video, and it is none other than the man himself, the absolute legend, the hardcore icon, Terry Funk, and this is coming out of the Legend Series 27. This figure, like I said in many videos before, sometimes you're kind of on those figures that are like one and done. And Terry Funk is somewhat on that for me. I don't feel like I need a whole lot of them. We have the Coliseum Collection figure. We have his ECW re-release that was in the Legends line. Comes with the ECW World Championship. We have that one as well. We now have this one. I don't really care to get the chase if I was to find it. you know, if it's just sitting at retail on the peg, maybe I will pick one up if I do come across it. But I actually really wanted this one in blue. So when this figure came out, when it was announced, when it was talked about, I did not understand which one was the chase. I didn't, you know, bother to look it up. Finally, it came out. I saw Kyle Peterson. He put it up on his channel reviewing the regular and the chase. And I just said, you know what? For me, I'm just happy to get the regular version of it. The blue is what I wanted. I liked the blue better. So happy to add this to the collection. Happy to get another Terry Funk. And like I said, you know, when it comes to those one and done figures, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know how many more Terry Funks we need. I got maybe one or two more ideas, couple of attires in my head right now that I'd like to see. But other than those, you know, one or two that I'm thinking of, which would be the first one, maybe throw back to the Classic Superstars, Extreme Classic Superstars, limited edition 2-pack, Terry Funk, and Mankind, Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, whatever it is that you want to call him in that pack. I can't remember what they advertised him as. I would imagine it would have been Cactus Jack, but I think it was Mankind. It might have been even advertised as just Mick Foley. I'd like to get a Terry Funk similar to that style where he had the hardcore university shirt on, something like that I'd really like. And I'd also like to get him similar to the re-release of the Legends that we have. I'd like to get that same similar attire, but where he's wearing the yellow and black striped pants. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe those two will be in the future. Maybe that figure will even be a 2-in-1, get the shirt as well as those tights, and then boom, there it is. You know, you'd have both of them right then and there. Up next, we are going to get into what is known as the Bloodline. The Bloodline has been a story that is continuing through wrestling. I mean, an amazing storyline to go as many years as it has now. I believe we are looking at what? It's been about 5 years, maybe almost 5, 6 years that this Bloodline story has been evolving and continuing to evolve. It's amazing. It's crazy to think that it's still going on, and it is such a intriguing story. So I love to always see them play it off more and more. I love to see the figures. I love everything that we get from it. So with that, even though maybe not as direct as some of the other ones here, we do have none other than Nia Jax coming out of Elite Series 118. And as you know, this series here, this is basically all Bloodline. It's just the Bloodline. It's got Nia Jax. The limited edition figure is the John Cena. And as we spin it around to the back here, you do see the collector's edition John Cena there. And the rest of it is all Bloodline. We got everybody there. So very, very cool. Very, you know, nice to get a new Nia Jax. The last Nia that we got was back around, I want to say maybe Elite Series 88, 89, 90, somewhere in there. So very nice to get this. The chase variant to this is the red and black. I didn't have much of an issue with wanting to, you know, get either or. It was fine. I just liked that we were getting a new Nia. So very cool to add her to the collection. And again, you know, one of those figures, yet again, how many more can we possibly need? Maybe there's a couple more that we would like to add, and you know, eventually attires, stuff like that. But I think we're getting to that point, even with Nia Jax. You know, unless it's something really crazy, it's probably just going to be, you know, maybe one or two more. I think that'll really complete off everything that we need. And this being from the Queen of the Ring as well, a great attire, a great, you know, a form of Nia Jax in figure form, I should say. So happy to add this to the collection. And, of course, more to the Bloodline. Up next, we've got somebody who they may even say his name is used more than once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know what WWE's doing. But we've got Tama Tonga here. Tama Tonga coming out of the Elite Series 118. Same thing as like I just said. It is the Bloodline series. First time in the line for Tama Tonga and getting an Elite, which is awesome. Very, very happy to add this one to the collection. But between Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Tonga Lama, I have no idea what's going on. I'm tongue-tied Arama. That's what it is by the time we're done getting through these names. It is, I don't know, it hits something. I think WWE could have done maybe a little bit more justice to it, but I digress. It is, they are the billion-dollar corporation, and I'm the person over here buying a figure and putting it up on a YouTube review or YouTube figure pickups as we are doing here today. So what am I to say? I don't know. I have no idea. It's just, I'm here. I'm the consumer. I'm just the person on the other side of the wall. That is me. So here we are, though, with Tama Tonga Elite Series 118. Again, first time in the line. A great figure. Excited to add this one to the collection. And, of course, you can't have one without the other. So we've got Tama Tonga, and now we've got Tonga Loa. And I'll tell you, it is, I Again, a game of tongue twister around here. Tongaloa, Series 118, first time in the line as well. And again, how many Tongas, Tamas, Loas, I have no idea. Can we go higher, lower? I don't know. It is what it is, right? It's just another tongue twister. Like I said, I think WWE could have done a little bit better with some of these, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. I feel bad for commentary. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett, Joe Tessitore, Corey Graves. I mean, I just feel so bad for them when they have to be going back and forth with these guys running around like crazy. So, God bless them. You know what I mean? They're doing an amazing job out there. They're doing an amazing job keeping them tongue twisters all in order. So, here we are. Tongaloa, first time in the line, Elite Series 118. And now, as much as I would love to sit there and say, hey, I'm about to show you that John Cena. Unfortunately, we don't have that John Cena yet. I'm looking forward to getting that in the near future. But until then, we're going to hit you with something that we all know you want. We all know you need it in your life. You all know that you just need a little piece of the werewolf. And that is none other than Jacob Fatu. Series 118, first time in the line. It is crazy to think we are sitting here with the first time in the line, Jacob Fatu. It was a little over a year ago. It was actually maybe even closer to 2 years ago, roughly 2 years ago. I remember buying 15 of the Jacob Fatu MLW. They were like the Ultimates. I don't know what they were calling. I think they were called Ultimates. They might have been something very, very similar to that style. And I remember buying 15 of those. Shout out to my buddy Mark. Shout out to his business, his store, Klassic Komics. You can find that in the description of all my videos. And, of course, my MERCARI posts. They're all in there. You can find the links, descriptions. You can go and follow him on Facebook or wherever he may have his social media platforms. Definitely check him out. But I remember buying 15 of those figures. And at that time, they were selling like hotcakes. $75, $80 a piece all day long. Every single person out there wanted it. They were happy to have a Jacob Fatu. They didn't care that it was coming from a different line and a different company and that he was wearing a different attire. He looked like he did, and that is exactly what they wanted. So they were excited to get that, excited to add it to their collections, and people were jumping all over it. Now, like I said, here we are almost 2 years later. We're finally getting the Jacob Fatu. First time in the line, Elite Series 118. How crazy is it that we're finally here? We're finally seeing this. And now we have him coming out even just again, it's going to be very soon. Come November, we're going to be seeing him in none other than the Ultimate Edition. He's going to come with the SmackDown ring. I can't wait for that. I don't know what we're going to do. We have another one of these that's already going to go up onto the MERCARI store page. And I don't know, I'm debating on whether I keep this one or not. I guess we'll see exactly what that Ultimate's going to be like, and we'll have to go from there. So maybe this one will also make its way to the MERCARI at some point, but I am very happy to add this Jacob Fatu, first time in the line, Elite, to the collection. We now have him standing side by side with his MLW figure, and the great thing about the MLW figure is his attire on that one is, similar to this with the green and black, and on here he's got the red and black, so it's like very pick your poison. You could have Jacob Fatu joining D-Generation X if you have the MLW figure. You could have him staying in the Bloodline with this figure. You could even have him possibly in the NWO Wolfpack. It's all up to you. Your fig fed is going to be crazy with Jacob Fatu running around doing everything he does. And, of course, that has caused havoc, So, Jacob Fatu looking great here. But as always, this has been yet again another new figure pickups episode. It is episode 76. If you've been with me for the previous 75, I appreciate you so much. If you've been here just for this one here today, it's your first one. Hey, I appreciate that as well. And that means you can get over to the channel. You can hit that subscribe button if you want to see my videos every single day, because we're dropping videos every single day. You can hit that bell icon. That will give you all of my notifications pushed right to your front door. It'll be knocking. It'll be ringing that bell. It'll let you know it's there every single time. It's like Amazon. It's right there when you need it, right? So make sure you hit that bell icon. And as always, leave me a comment in this video. Tell me, what figure did you see here today that you like the most? Is there one that you like the least? Which ones will you pass on? Will you be playing the long game on some? Are you already going to be jumping on a few of these That Jacob Fatu, especially a big one there. So finally getting that in the collection. Like I said, how great is that? But as always, guys, for Jacob Fatu, for every other figure that you saw here on this video, it has been another episode of New Figure Pickups. Until the next one, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.